Hey, it's Spence from WP Launchify. It's Monday the 17th and had a really good weekend, very productive. And today I got some questions coming in from excited buyers and prospects of the Fluent Community Customizer, as well as having to deal with a lot of people who basically in the WordPress ecosystem don't understand how things work with open source. And that's unfortunate for them. But I've made some decisions. I'm going to continue to make all the cool things that I want to do for the people that are interested. And the rest of you can just figure it out yourself. That's the beautiful thing about open source. Okay, so the question that came in was, what I'm missing today in the Fluent community is the ability to insert links in the sidebar that when clicked, load a WordPress page or post as the main content or open in a modal window. Do you have something like this planned? And my answer was, yes, it's already here. So I'm going to show you how. First of all, one of the cool features about the Fluent Community Customizer is you could completely hide, move, or add new content to the sidebar. But as I'm going to show you now, you can actually click and have tabbed content using the built-in components of your favorite page builder. I happen to lean on Kadence because my relationship with them, just like my relationship with the Managed Ninja team, allows me to trust that those things are going to be a known quantity. But you can do this probably with any other similar page builders. I don't know, I'm just saying. Concept is this: we've got some links on the side and we've got a tabbed area that was included as an element in Kadence, but it could also just be put into a page, as I'll show you. We select the page to show the content and we add on the sidebar for Fluent Community Customizer the ability to trigger it. So watch this. I've got these three very simple links: tab 1, tab 2, tab 3. Tab 2, I specifically have to edit. I can see that I didn't do the link right, so I'll fix that in a second. But you'll notice that with tab 1 and 1 and 3, it goes back and forth. Let's see how I did that. First of all, in the Fluent Community Customizer, I do have the sidebar shown. If I wanted, I can move that over to the right side. That's a nice feature. But what I've got here is body content. And because of this neat feature, I have chosen to add the page that I've called tabbed content. Just to show you it's possible, I could also just go directly to the element itself. I don't need it to be in a page, but the page gives me a little extra control over certain things if I want it, and I can compile lots of cool stuff, let's say from other places that I've already built, right? So what if I already had a page and I want that to just be shown? Why should I have to remake it? So I choose that as the main display in the middle. And then what I did is in the sidebar content, I just used the good old-fashioned WYSIWYG editor here. Notice what I did when I set up these links is I made them relative. So you don't need for this to work them to be absolute because you're staying on the site. But clearly this one didn't have that. And so now I'm going to show you. All I do is I just get rid of the extra link because, again, we're staying on the same page in this case. Click Save Changes, and I'm done. Now, let's go ahead and just make sure that works. Tab 2, tab 3. Now here's the cool thing. You can modify the element itself and put anything you want in the content, right? So let's put a little wing dinger in here. Let's embed a video, shall we? I'm going to just grab for simplicity the link of this video, copy link address. And again, any page builder has this capability, but I'm going to put in YouTube embed. And for the tab 1, what I'm going to do is maybe put something else. Lorem ipsum and an image. I'm just making stuff up. The idea is, though, you can put anything you want. You can even embed other content, which is super cool, right? So let's try this. Let's put an image. And this is all subject to the same dynamic controls. So I can use block visibility. I can use conditional display because of automation, like I've given them a tag. All of that stuff becomes accessible now. Even the ability for AI to program and fill in the data. So let's see what we've got. For tab 1, I've got that. Tab 2, I got nothing. Tab 3, I've got this video. What I would do to make that work better, though, is I would go to tab 3 and I would just force the layout, again, which is neat, you can do. I would force the layout so that this content was aligned at the top. And the way that you do that, there's a couple ways. I would just add before, I would add in a section, which acts as sort of a buffer. These are little Kadence tricks. And then by putting that in, you can align that to the top, vertical alignment, and that should do the trick. I'm just making this up as I go because it's so fun and so easy. Why should anybody deprive themselves of that? Now, in this case, I may have to play with that one. So I plead mea culpa on the design part, but that's okay. That might just be because we're using the YouTube embed. I can try something else. But the basic concept is just that. If you want fancier links, that's easy too, because what you can do is create or use any short code for elements. So what I would suggest you do is go into your page builder, make something cool with the Gutenberg blocks and have it as a section. You can also do it as a full template. I don't think you need it as a section, and just put in a nav menu, a vertical nav menu. Make pretty buttons, or just put pretty buttons in themselves. You can do all of that by creating elements or using HTML or using JavaScript or using shortcodes, whatever's easiest. I hope this helps, and I look forward to posting this video in the Fluent community. That's now what I'm using, as I've been talking about, as the club over in WP Launchify. When I first met Shah Jahan and his team, we talked about the concept of all the things they were building, and it's a natural collaboration for what I do with WP Launchify, Launchflows, WP Fusion, and other really clever companies that understand WordPress is a bunch of components made by really fun, smart people who want to collaborate, and we're all working on the same team. I'll see you guys in the next video.